Hi students, today we are going to learn about clocks and we will do some problems related with clock which will be useful for your CSAT examination. Talking about clocks, everybody of us know something about clocks because we are using clocks in our day-to-day life. I am not talking about digital clock, I am talking about clocks fixed with dials. Clock fixed with dials, majority of them are fixed with 3 dials, that are minute hand, hour hand and second hand. Problems comes under this topic are majorly concerned with these 2 hands, that is minute hand and hour hand. Okay, we can go for the details about minute hand and hour hand. First, talking about minute hand. Minute hand. We know that minute hand swipes a 360 degree in 1 hour. That is, if we are considering the movement of minute hand from 12 o'clock to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to again coming to 12. That is, for 1 hour a minute hand swipes 360 degree. That is, it's going like this for 1 hour. That is 360 degree it swipes in 1 hour. We need to find out the angle swept by minute hand in angle swept by minute hand in 1 hour is equal to 360 degree. We need to find out angle swept by minute hand in 1 minute. Okay, we can convert from this. Angle swept by minute hand in 1 hour is 360 degree. That is, in 60 minutes the angle swept by minute hand will be 360 degree. 60 minutes 360 degree. Then what will be the angle swept by minute hand for 1 minute? In 1 minute angle swept by minute hand will be 360 by 60 degree and the answer will be 6 degree. 6 degree is the angle swept by minute hand in 1 minute. Okay, that is, from 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock minute hand will move a 360 degree, and from 12 o'clock to 12:01, that is from 12 o'clock to 12:01 minute hand will move a 6 degrees. Okay, then we can go for hour hand. An hour hand rotates 360 degree in 12 hours. Okay, an hour hand rotates, if you are taking from 12 o'clock, it rotates like this, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and again reaching at 12 o'clock, it would have swept an angle of 360 degrees. That is, angle subtended by hour hand for 12 hours will be 360 degrees. From this data we can easily find out angle subtended by hour hand in 1 hour. That is, angle subtended by hour hand in 1 hour is equal to 360 degree by 12 equal to 30 degrees. Angle subtended by hour hand in 1 hour is 30 degree. That is, the angle between 12 and 1 is 30 degree, 1 and 2 is 30 degree, 2 and 3 is 30 degrees. Okay, then what is the angle between 12 and 3? Angle between 12 and 3 is 30 plus 30 plus 30 is equal to 90 degree. Angle between 12 and 30 is 90 degree. Angle between 12 and 4 is 90 plus 30 degree, 120 degree. Angle between 12 and 5 is 150 degree, and angle between 12 and 66 is 180 degrees. That is, you have to remember the angle between 2 consecutive digits in a clock is 30 degrees. Then what is the angle subtended by hour hand in 1 minute? We can easily convert this into a minute. That is, angle subtended.
1 minute. 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 1 minute.
1 minute is equal to 30 by 60. This 60 came from 60 minutes. Instead of 1 hour, I have written 60 minutes, and the angle subtended by hour hand in 1 minute will be half degrees. Thus, we can do some problems related with this studied theory. That is, first problem is, what is the angle between hour hand and minute hand at 12:30? Angle between hour hand and minute hand at 12:30 will be the hands of clock will be like this at 12:30. Hands of clock will be like this at 12:30. We need to find out this angle, that is, it can be written as angle A. Angle between 12 and 6 is 180 degree. We have already said that. And if we can find this angle, this small angle, that is, we can name it angle B. If we can find this small angle, then we can easily find out angle A, because we know the angle between 12 and 6. It is 180 degree. What will be the value of angle B? The value of angle B is the angle swept by hour hand in half an hour. What will be the angle swept by hour hand in half an hour? Angle swept by hour hand in 1 minute is half degree. Then angle swept by hour hand in half an hour will be angle swept by hour hand in half hour equal to half into 30. Angle swept by hour hand in 1 minute is half degree, then angle swept by hour hand in half an hour is half into 30 degree, that is 15 degree. Thus, we had find out what is the angle B. Value of angle B is equal to 15 degree. If we know angle B, we can easily find out angle A. Angle A is equal to 180 minus angle B. Angle B equal to 180 minus 15 equal to 165 degree. 165 degree will be the angle between two hands of a clock at 12:30. Another way is there to find out this problem. There is a formula is there, and the formula is 30h minus 11 by 2 m. H stands for hour and m stands for minutes. H for hour and m for minutes. Here given time is 12:30. We need to find out the angle between two hands at 12:30. Substitute this value in here. 30 into h. Here 12 stands for h, and 11 by 2 into 30 stands for m. 30 into 12 is 360 minus 11 into 15 equal to 360 minus 165, and the answer will be 195 degrees. What is this? Which one is this angle? This angle 195 is the reflex angle. Reflex angle is the angle greater than 180 degree. If we get the reflex angle, how we can find out this angle, angle A? Just subtract it from 360. 360 minus 195 is 165. Thus, while doing problem with this formula, just check whether the angle we got is reflex angle or not. If it is a reflex angle, just subtract it from 360 and get your answer. If directly you get angle less than 180, it will be directly your answer. Next question, what will be the angle between two hands at 2:30? angle between two hands at 230. We can roughly draw the diagram of 230. At 230, the hands of clock will be like this. What is the angle between 2 and 6? We have already figured out that angle. Angle between 2 and 6 is 120 degree. Angle between 2 and 6 is 120 degree. Then if we can find out this angle, that is this small angle, let it be angle A and this be angle B. If we can figure out this small angle A, we can easily figure out angle B by subtracting angle A from 120. What will be the value of angle A? Angle A is equal to the angle swept by our hand in 30 minutes. Angle swept by our hand in 1 minute is half degree, then angle swept by our hand in 30 minutes is half into 30 is equal to 15 degree. Thus we got angle A. Angle B will be 180 minus 15, sorry 120 minus 15 equal to 105 degree. This will be your answer. And if we are going for the formula, 30h minus 11 by 2m equal to 30 into 2 minus 11 by 2 into 30, that is 60 minus 11 into 15 is equal to minus 105 degree will be your answer. Don't consider this minus and write your answer as 105 degree. Your answer will be 105 degree. If minus arrives, there is no problem. Write your answer as positive 105 degrees. This angle between two hands at 230 will be 105 degrees. We can go for the next problem. Find the angle between two hands at 850. At 850, the two hands of the clock will be like this. And what is the angle between 8 and 10? 30 plus 30, the angle is 60 degree. Angle between 8 and 10 is equal to 60 degree. Okay. Then we need to find out the angle swept by our hand between 8 o'clock and 8:50. What is the angle swept by our hand between 8 o'clock and 8:50? Angle swept by our hand in 50 minutes. What is the angle swept by our hand in 50 minutes? Angle swept by our hand in 50 minutes is equal to half into 50 degree is equal to 25 degree. Okay. If we subtract this 25 degree angle from this 60 degree, we are going to get the answer. Thus answer is angle between two hands at 850 is 60 minus 25 is equal to 35 degree is the angle between two hands at 850. Okay. All these angles they are asking about obtuse or acute angle. They are not asking about the reflex angle. What is the reflex angle? Reflex angle is the opposite, just opposite angle of angle now we are ordinarily taking. Okay, this angle is the reflex angle. Reflex angle is always the angle greater than 180 degree. They are not asking currently about reflex angle. If they want to ask about reflex angle, they will say it in question. Okay. Next question is about reflex angle. Next question is the reflex angle between the hands of a clock at 10:25 is. What is the reflex angle between the two hands of a clock at the time 10:25? Reflex angle at 10:25. Reflex angle at 10:25 is they are asking about this angle. This angle is greater than 180 degree. Reflex angle will be always greater than 180 degree. And what is the angle between 10 and 4? angle between 10 and 4 is 180 degree and angle between 10 and 5 will be 180 plus a 30 degree, that is 210 degree. 210 degree is the angle between digit 10 and 5. I am talking about angle between 10 and 5 in this way, that is in clockwise rotation. If we know the angle between 10 and 5, then we can easily figure out this angle. Just subtract the angle swept by our hand for 25 minutes, that is angle swept by our hand, this angle for 25 minutes. What is the angle subtended by our hand for 25 minutes? Angle subtended by our hand for 1 minute is half degree, then angle subtended by our hand in 25 minutes is equal to 25 into half is equal to 12.5. If we know this angle and this complete angle, we can easily figure out this. Let it be angle A. Angle A. This angle A is equal to 210 minus 12.5 is equal to 197.5 degree. This 197.5 degree is greater than 180 and this angle is the reflex angle they are asking about. We can easily find out the reflex angle at 1025 using the formula 30h minus 11 by 2 m, that is 30 into 10 minus 11 by 2 into 25, 300 minus 11 into 12.5 will be 137.5 and the answer is 162.5. What is this 162.5? This angle is less than 180 degree, that is the angle we have got by using this formula is this angle. Instead they are asking about the reflex angle, then go for the opposite angle. Opposite angle will be, to get the opposite angle, do 360 minus 162.5 and the answer will be 197.5 degree. After doing problem with this formula, just check that you have got whether a reflex angle or acute or obtuse angle. If they have asked for reflex angle, subtract your angle from 360 degree and get your answer in that way. Okay. Next question is, how many times do the hands of a clock coincides in a day? Thus we are going to find out how many times hands of a clock are coinciding in a day. Okay, for this first we have to study the relative angular distance travelled by minute hand. The relative angular distance travelled by minute hand is the angle travelled by angle subtended by minute hand in relation with hour hand. That is, in 1 minute the minute hand is travelling 6 degrees. In 1 minute at the same time hour hand is travelling only half degrees. That is, minute hand is 5.5 degrees travelled extra in when compared to hour hand. That is 6 minus half is equal to 12 minus 1 by 2 is equal to 11 by 2 degrees or 5.5 degrees. Again going for the coincidence, consider at 12 o'clock there is a coincidence. 12 o'clock there is a coincidence, that is hour hand overlaps with the minute hand. Okay, after that when will be the next coincidence? That is we are going to find out. The next coincidence will be when we are looking at clock, the next coincidence will be just after 1:05. Just after 1:05, not exactly at 1:05, just after 1:05 there will be a next coincidence after 12 o'clock. That exact time we are going to find out. That is, from 12 o'clock to just after this 1:05, these minute hand has to travel 360 degree extra in when compared with hour hand. minute hand is traveling 11/2 degree extra when compared to hour hand in 1 minute. Then we need to calculate the time taken by the minute hand to travel 360 degree extra for the next coincidence. That is, we want to find out how much 11/2 degrees are there in 360 degrees. 11/2 degrees are there in 360 degrees. The answer will be 720 by 11 is equal to 65 5 by 11 will be your answer. What this 65 5 by 11 indicates? It will be in minutes. This 65 5 by 11 is the time taken by minute hand for the next coincidence from the previous coincidence. Just think that the first coincidence is at 12 o'clock. For the second coincidence, that is just after 1:05, it will take 65 5 by 11 minutes. That is from 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock. This minute hand has travelled 60 minutes. After that, the minute hand has to travel an extra 5 by 11 minutes to overlap with the hour hand. Okay, just remember this value. We are going to use this value to do some problems. Okay, our value was 720 by 11 or 65 5 by 11. Next, we want to know how much minutes are there, this much minutes are there in a day or in 12 hours. In a day 24 hours are there. Thus 24 into 60 is equal to 1440 minutes are there in a day. Thus in a day 1440 minutes are there. 1440 minutes are there, and 720 by 11 dividing with 720 by 11, we get an answer like 22 times. That is, in a day a minute hand overlaps with or coincides with hour hand only 22 times. Okay, here some times are written. These are not the exact time, but roughly this is the time at which this coincidence happens. At 12 o'clock there will be a coincidence. At 1:05 there will be a coincidence. At 2:11 there will be a coincidence. This is not the exact time. Exact time is after 1 o'clock. Which one will be the exact time for the coincidence? 1:05 5 by 11. This will be the exact time for coincidence after 1 o'clock. Like that, after 2 o'clock there will be a time. I have written this time here for just understanding. At 12 o'clock there will be a coincidence. At 1:05 there will be a coincidence. At 2:11 there will be a coincidence. 3:60 there will be a coincidence. 4:22 there will be a coincidence. 5:27 there will be a coincidence. 6:33, like that up to 10:55 there are 11 coincidences in 12 hours. There are 11 coincidences in 12 hours. Thus in 24 hours there are 22 times this hour hand is coinciding or overlapping with minute hand. This for question, this question, how many times do the hands of a clock coincides in a day? The answer is 22 times. Next question is, how many times in a day hands of a clock are in straight line? We have already said that two consecutive events to happen, there is a time gap of 65 5 by 11 minutes. Two consecutive events means either a coincidence or a straight line or a 90 degree, anything like that. There is a gap of 65 5 by 11 minutes. Okay, so how many times in a day hands of a clock will be in straight line? Straight line can be considered in two ways. That is, either the hands of a clock are in this way or either hands of a clock are in this way. Both are straight lines. Okay, then these two can be considered as straight lines. For coincidence, how many chances are there in a day? 22. Like that, for this straight line, there are again 22 chances are there. So these both can be considered as a straight line, either coincidence or in like this way. So the total chance in a day for a straight line is 44 times. Next question is, how many times in a day hands of a clock are in 90 degrees? Again, at 3 o'clock hands of a clock are in 90 degree, we know that. After that, at 3:35 roughly, we have got again a 90 degrees. Here a 90 degree, at 3:35 roughly, we have again got a 90 degrees. That is, in a day, like straight line, 44 times hands of a clock are in 90 degrees. 44 times hands of a clock are in 90 degrees. Next question is, time in a clock is 8:35, then time in its image is. We are going to find the image of a clock. Image of a clock in mirror. Just for an example, a problem, 8:35 time is given in a clock, then what will be the time in its image? We can do it in two ways. Either you imagine in your mind, or there is a shortcut to do this problem, that is, subtract this time from 11:60. You will get the time of image in the mirror. Okay, subtracting this 8:35 from 11:60. 11:60 indicates 11 hours 60 minutes. That is, we are subtracting it from 12 hours. 8:35 subtracting, we will get 3:25. 3:25 will be the image of a clock with a time 8:35. Okay, the next question is, time in a clock is 11:15. Time in its image is if a time between 11 o'clock and 1 o'clock is given, here the time given is 11:15. If a time between 11 o'clock or 1 o'clock is given, just subtract it from 23:60, because the time is between 11 o'clock and 1 o'clock, just subtract it from 23:60. This 23:16 is again a 24-hour clock we are using to find out the image of 11:50. Subtracting it from 11:50, we will get 45 to 12:45 will be the answer. Next question is, time in the image of a clock is 7:20, then correct time is time in the image of a clock is 7:20, then we need to find the correct time. Just subtracting it from 11:60, we will get the answer like 4:40. 4:40 will be the time, exact time of an image of a clock at 7:20. Next question is, a clock rings one time at 1 o'clock and 2 times at 2 o'clock and so on. How many times the clock rings in a day? That is, the clock rings once at 1 o'clock, 2 times at 2 o'clock, 3 times at 3 o'clock and so on, like 12 times at 12 o'clock. That is, the addition of this ringing will be like this: 1 plus 2 plus 3 up to 12. That is from 1 AM to 12 PM. Okay. Then again we need to find out the addition of these all ringing in a day. Next is again from 1 plus 2 plus 3 up to 12. That is from 1 PM to 12 AM. What is the addition of sum of n natural numbers? Sum of n natural numbers, there is a formula: n into n plus 1 by 2 is equal to sum of n natural numbers. We have studied this in our lower classes. This substitute here n is 12, substitute n with 12, we get 12 into 12 plus 1 by 2 is equal to 12 into 13 by 2 is equal to 6 into 13 is equal to 78 will be the answer for counting from 1 up to 12. These 78 times will be for 12 hours. Thus for 24 hours, 78 into 2 we have to do, and the answer will be 156 times. Thus 156 times this clock has to ring in a day to show it's 24 hours. Okay. Last question is, a clock takes 8 seconds to strike at 5 o'clock, then time taken by the clock to strike when the time is 10 o'clock. It is said that a clock takes 8 seconds to strike at 5 o'clock. A clock which rings at every hour rings 5 times at 5 o'clock. 5 times at 5 o'clock. Rings 5 times at 5 o'clock. That is, at 5 o'clock the ringing will be like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times this clock will ring. Thus, between first and second ringing there will be an interval. Let it be t time interval. Between second and third ringing there will be again a t time interval. Between third and fourth again a t time interval, and between fourth and fifth again a t time interval. All these t time interval we can add together to get 8 seconds. These t time interval add together to get 8 seconds. It is given in the question: 8 seconds to strike at 5 o'clock. There will be 4 time interval between 5 ringing, and together we have to get 8 seconds. Thus 4 time intervals are there. 4t together we get 8 seconds. Thus 1t will be 8 by 4 is equal to 2 seconds. 2 seconds will be the time interval between 2 consecutive ringing. Thus we need to find out the time interval at 10 o'clock to get our answer. Time interval at 10 o'clock will be the first ringing, second ringing, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th. For 10 strikings there will be 9 time interval. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 time interval will be between 10 ringing. Okay. Then we have calculated already that 1 time interval is 2 seconds. Thus for 9 time intervals, how much time will take? 9 into 2 is equal to 18 seconds. It will take time to strike at 10 o'clock. Okay. There is 9 intervals to strike at 10 o'clock, and 90 to 18 seconds the clock will take to strike at 10 o'clock.